7 of the most beloved GTA characters in history. Subscribe to the channel and comment down below saying I subscribe to enter this month's shoutout giveaway. Johnny Kelbits. It was a toss-up between Johnny, Tony from GTA 3, CJ from San Andreas, and Trevor from GTA 5, who ironically killed my favourite character during his brutal introduction in the game, though in my head I've decided that's non-canon. Johnny is perhaps the most sympathetic protagonist of all the games, trying to keep biker gang The Lost together while stopping the slightly tragic Ashley from overdosing. He's loyal, a nice guy, and a likeable hero who isn't completely broken beyond repair, which is exactly why Rockstar got the despicable Trevor to off him. It helps the Lost and Damned GTA 4's substantial first piece of DLC was one of the greatest expansions ever made, and that his mission intended to be more fun than Nico Bellic's.
Whoa, that's heavy, man.
Juliet. Grand Theft Auto 5 is approaching 5 years on the marketplace in 2018, and you still can't watch a Twitch streamer play the game without someone in the chat telling him to go to the strip club. Grand Theft Auto has always been a franchise willing to go further than anyone else, but 5 really took things to a whole different level, featuring dances and blatant disregard for censors. It's true that these one-name ladies like Juliet are not really main characters for the franchise, but you'd be hard-pressed to find another group of NPCs in the game that are more popular than these ladies have been for the last half decade and counting. Brucey Kibitz. I think I'm probably in the minority here, but unlike Sam, I love the GTA 4's Brucey. In fact, he's the only character in the entire game, aside from Nico, whose name I even remember. There's rarely been much depth to Rockstar's GTA characters. They're amusing, over-the-top caricatures pulled from Goodfellas and other crime flicks or conduits for satirizing pop culture. Brucey was the best of the latter, an insane bro obsessed with his pecs and afraid of anything that jeopardizes his alpha manhood. Everyone's in on the joke that Brucey is an idiot except for Brucey, and he cracked me up every time he was on screen. Bullshock testosterone was a hell of a drug. Tommy Vercetti. We're saying best, not most likable, right? In that case, Vice City's Tommy Vercetti is the obvious choice. He's the perfect GTA lead, a sociopath but not hateful. Vercetti is violent and dangerous, but surrounded by people more violent and more dangerous. His ascent to the throne makes sense. It's part necessity, part desire. He's Scarface, obviously so, and that's fine. That's what a GTA needs. There's none of the awkward dissonance of Nico, or the arbitrary randomness of Trevor. Vercetti is pitched just right at home with the life he leads, but with enough heart to keep the story interesting.
You know, Ken, I think this could be the beginning of a beautiful business relationship.
Michael DeSanta. I'm a sucker for washed up has-beens in any kind of fiction, and Michael is the epitome of that. He's a bloated shambles spending his days drinking scotch by the pool and listening to Phil Collins. But then he has a midlife crisis and starts trying to relive his glorious days as a professional criminal, and I love going on that journey with him. The moments where he trades blows with his family are as entertaining as any of the missions, and the complete lack of respect they have for him results in some hilarious moments, like being drugged by his son and having a psychedelic freakout. Michael's an asshole. Everyone in GTA is. But he's one of the most unique, unglamorous protagonists in the series so far.
Damn, you alright?
Never better.
Carl Johnson. Carl C.J. Johnson begins San Andreas as second in command of the Grove Street family's a Los Santos-based gang. The problem though is that said gang has lost most of its power while C.J. was away in Liberty City. C.J. spends most of the game trying to restore his family's name while also dealing with police corruption thanks to the officer Frank Tenpenny. But perhaps the best part of playing as C.J. in San Andreas is the fact that you can customize him in some truly unique ways. Fat CJ was definitely a thing back in the day, and it was also possible to get him a religious tattoo, even though that's not something you'd expect a gangbanger to have. The GTA Wiki also notes that Johnson was the most customizable character in GTA history until the invention of avatars in Grand Theft Auto Online. Trevor. The Grand Theft Auto franchise has featured just about every kind of possible degenerate over the years, which means every new installment needs to keep upping the ante to entertain fans, and that is precisely how Rockstar managed to come up with the quite literally insane Trevor Phillips in Grand Theft Auto 5. As we alluded to earlier, you know you're in for a crazy time when the man ends a former GTA protagonist in his opening scene in the game. From there, the mayhem only increases with Trevor capable of flying off the hinge at even the slightest provocation. To be honest, we're not sure Rockstar will ever be able to top what Trevor Phillips and voice actor Stephen Ogg brought to the table, but with Grand Theft Auto 6 presumably coming at some point in the distant future, we can't wait to see them try.
Trevor?
Michael.
This brings us to the end of our video. I hope you enjoyed it. Hit like if you did, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel so you don't miss out any of our videos in the future. Also watch the 2 videos out on your screen because I'm sure you'll love them. With that, I'll see you in the next video.